Hello folks, I'm PK, the soccer guy, and I'm back here to talk about the third day of the Sweet 16 of the World Cup 2018. Today, Brazil play against Mexico and Belgium play against Japan. First of all, I'm going to talk about Brazil and Mexico, a match that really caught my surprise by the fact that Marcelo, one of the most important starting players of Brazil, was substituted by Filipe Luis. People talk about Marcelo being injured in the back, but I personally think that it was a strategic movement from the Brazilian coach Tite in order to keep a player, Filipe Luis, who's a much more defensive left fullback than Marcelo, due to the fact that Mexico has Lozano and Carlos Vela would always play as open wings, and that could be a problem for Brazil. Mexico started the match very well, attacking from the sides. Brazil kind of neutralized that, and after the minute 10, Brazil started taking control of the match, with some players playing really well. Neymar, Paulinho, and Felipe Coutinho taking control, and Brazil start bombarding the Mexican squad and the defense that has a phenomenal goalie on Ochoa made many saves, and the first half ended 0-0 with Brazil with a clear upper hand. They came back for the second half with the same kind of attitude of Brazil putting a lot of pressure, Brazil bombarding the goal defended by Ochoa. Phenomenal match by Ochoa, by the way. The minute 6, Willian, who had not been playing well in the cup, started functioning well today, and he made a good play, a good combination with Neymar, and Neymar scored the first goal with a slide attack, giving the partial lead for Brazil 1-0. The teams came back. Mexico did not really produce much. Every time they try, they stopped. And Thiago Silva, phenomenal match play by Thiago Silva, by far the best defender of this World Cup. This guy who was a team captain in the last World Cup, suffered a lot of pride, a lot of problems, emotional problems in the last World Cup. This cup, he's been playing phenomenally well for the Brazilian squad, the Brazilian defender. Thiago Silva has good help, good assistance, help from Miranda. Brazil has a very strong defense who has only suffered one goal that should actually not be given by Switzerland in the first match. Brazil kept playing better. Neymar played really well. He's been developing quite well, which shows that he was in fact injured. You know, Neymar had an injury before the World Cup started, did not play well in the first couple matches, but now he's getting back into the game and playing quite well. Like at the very end of the minute, he won another individual play by Neymar that gave Firmino the goal for Brazil, 2-0. A clear victory. Mexico did not produce much. Brazil is in the quarterfinals, and it was the best of the two teams on the field. Gabriel Jesus once again did not produce much. I strongly believe and recommend that he was substituted by Firmino, who actually functioned well. They ended up playing together. Both Brazil tried to score the second goal and kept playing offensively against Mexico and conquered the victory by 2-0. Brazil is one of the favorites to win this World Cup now. The other match, Belgium play against Japan, and Belgium kind of started the match just like Spain, moving the ball around, lots of short passes, but not really producing any dangerous attacks for the goalie Kawajima of Japan. Hazard did not play well. Kevin De Bruyne was sort of like without any inspiration. Lukaku was very well marked, and the first half ended 0-0. They came back for the second half, and then Japan scored the first goal. Third minute to Haraguchi, and 3 minutes later, Inui gave the second goal for Japan, and a very surprisingly, amazingly match for Japan, who had the lead for 2-0. Then the Belgian coach made a very important substitution, put Fellaini in replacing Mertens, who was not playing well, and everything seemed to change. Minute 29, 9 minutes after Fellaini got into the field, Vertonghen scored kind of a crazy goal. He missed the shot. The ball, went over the goalie, Japanese goalie, and gave the Belgians a 2-1 goal. And they kept putting pressure, and then Fellaini with a headshot scored at minute 70 on the match. And in the very end, has been like the tradition of this World Cup, minute 94, 4 minutes overtime, Shadi scored the goal that gave the Belgian the victory and survival in this World Cup. It seemed like the Belgian team was not going to make it, but in the very, very end, they pulled it through and they defeated the Japanese squad, who actually played very well cup. They're surprised. They beat Colombia. They just show good soccer, very fast up forward. A team that attacked with Nagatomo all the time from the left side. Congratulations to Japan, made a good cup, and the Belgians show that they have a lot of problems in the defense, and that may be lethal when they play against Brazil. So those are all my considerations for the third day of the Sweet 16. I'll see you next time.